The stage is all set for the winter session of the Parliament. 19 days, 15 sittings. It's going to be a quick sprint, and all that we can expect is a lot of disruptions, but also hopefully a lot of dialogue. The Prime Minister is expected to speak at 10 a.m. That's going to be his customary ritual to media persons. But most importantly, here's some breaking news now. SIR is expected to dominate the opposition's agenda this session. SIR, the Special Intensive Revision of Electoral Rolls, that's an exercise that's been initiated by the Election Commission of India. That's underway in 9 states. Remember, Bihar, that saw SIR happening, also went the NDA way. So the NDA is highly mobilized, highly energized. But the opposition, especially the TMC and the Samajwadi Party, have made it very clear that they will not let the Parliament function because they want accountability, they want answers for the deaths of several booth-level officers that have been reported in several parts of the country, specifically in Bengal, where elections are going to happen next year, and also in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Let me go across to my colleague Aishwarya, who's been tracking this very closely. Aishwarya, how? But first, let's take you through some reactions.
अरे मेन मुद्दा है SIR। SIR के कारण सारा देश में 40 से ज्यादा लोग का मौत हो गई है और बंगाल में सबसे ज्यादा है। और ये SIR एक साजिश है वोटर को नाम डिलीट करने के लिए। तो ये हम जी जान से उठाएंगे। और पश्चिम बंगाल में और एक इशू है कि पश्चिम बंगाल का जो ड्यूज है वो ड्यूज सेंटर से नहीं मिल रहा है। गणेश मिश्रा जो कह रहे हैं उसका हाथ में खून लगा हुआ है। जो लोग मरे हैं उनका खून, ये 2 महीना में ये काम कंप्लीट होना नहीं है। जबरदस्ती ये कर रहे हैं, बहुत खराब है।
We want the parliament to function. Opposition parties, particularly Congress party, wants the parliament to function, and we want the discussions to take place. We want discussion on the SIR, which is an attack on democracy. We wanted a discussion on those vote chori things, which is where Election Commission has become an agent to the whole process itself. Election Commission's arrogance, particularly the Chief Election Commissioner's arrogance towards the whole process, is only making people die now. BLOs are dying, suicides are happening, work pressure is in 12 states they are implementing this thing. Tamil Nadu is one of the states. Uttar Pradesh is one of the states where people are suffering in a big way.
इलेक्शन कमीशन को निरंकुश कर दिया है। इतनी निरंकुशता संविधान के अंदर तो हर चीज पे चेक एंड बैलेंस था। आपने तो इसको निरंकुश कर दिया। कोर्ट में भी नहीं जा सकते, कोई FIR नहीं हो सकती, कोई काम नहीं हो सकता इनका अगेंस्ट। तो आपने कर क्या दिया इनके लिए? क्या आपने 47 लाख वोट जो कि 67 लाख काटे थे, उसमें से 21 लाख मृतक दिखाए आपने। तो जो 46 लाख वोट बचे, वो 46 लाख लोग कहाँ हैं? कौन लोग हैं वो 46 लाख भाई?
Well, the Election Commission of India's SIR exercise, a special intensive revision of electoral rolls underway in 9 states, is going to dominate the opposition's agenda this time. The government, the Treasury bench has made it very clear that they are open to a discussion only in the larger realm of electoral reforms, and they can't be discussing SIR alone because that is in the ambit of the Election Commission of India, which is an autonomous body. My colleague Aishwarya joins me with more details on this. Aishwarya, SIR was also the dominant agenda of the opposition party in the monsoon session of the Parliament. I remember Rahul Gandhi led this massive protest to Election Commission of India. But clearly this time it's far more aggressive with TMC and Samajwadi Party leading from the front. How united is the opposition this time on the issue of SIR, and is the government likely to budge on their demand for a discussion?
Vasudha, yesterday in the all-party meeting which was chaired by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, it was the united opposition in one voice stated that there is issue which is concerning to the people of this country, and this needs an urgent importance as far as the discussion in the parliament is concerned, which is the SIR. Particularly the Trinamool Congress, the DMK, the Samajwadi Party, they want a discussion in both the houses on the issue of SIR, and therefore the reason perhaps, Sudha, we are witnessing that several of the MPs, both in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha of the Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, Samajwadi Party, Trinamool Congress, serving the adjournment motion as far as the discussion on the SIR, the BLO's death in the parliament. Perhaps in the all-party meeting, it was stated by Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju that the opposition party should come out with a specific issue-based agenda in the Business Advisory Committee meetings, both of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and if it will be passed, then definitely they will have a discussion. Perhaps on the issue of SIR, the government stated yet again that it is the working process of the Election Commission of India, and the Election Commission of India working cannot be discussed in the parliament as it's not the party in the parliament, and no one is going to reply if the debate is initiated. Perhaps yesterday in the Congress Parliamentary Strategy Party meet, Rahul Gandhi, leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, categorically stated that the deaths of BLO is something very important issue, and this needs to be aggressively picked up by the members of the opposition, and that's what is something which is expected today on the first day of winter.
So you rightly pointed out it's the BLO's death that's also given a different aspect to the SIR opposition this time by the opposition parties. Let's also take our viewers through all that is expected today. The Prime Minister is expected to speak to media persons at Hansdwar. That's something that he does every session. He's going to insist on dialogue, agreement, consensus. He's going to talk about the kind of fallout that disruptions have on democratic traditions of India. The second thing, of course, is we can also expect a meeting of floor leaders, opposition floor leaders at Mallikarjun Kharge's chambers. He's the Congress president. What all is expected today, Aishwarya, given that there are 13 bills, and the most important thing, 3 bills listed today. One, of course, is one on the taxation on gutka products and tobacco products, something that's likely to change the way these products get taxed, and of course the Manipur GST. So clearly, one session before the budget session, the focus of the government seems to be on the economy.
Well, certainly a big legislative push as far as the government is concerned. Yesterday in the all-party meeting, the government suggested that they are likely to bring 14 bills, including one financial bill, which also includes important bills pertaining to, the Manipur GST. There is Atomic Energy 2025, which will also pave way to the private sector to come into atomic space sector. There is Education Commission Bill 2025. So mega legislative push as far as the government is concerned. They want a healthy debate in the parliament, both in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. As far as the convention is concerned, yes, it's the first day of winter session of parliament, so Prime Minister will address the media at around 10 a.m. As we have seen in the monsoon session, Prime Minister urged different political parties to have this healthier debate as lakhs and crores of people watch the parliament. It's a message that should be sent from the parliament that how healthier the debate should be and constructive it should be. Perhaps the opposition parties clearly wants some issues like SIR, Red Fort blast, the terror incidents, a statement from the Home Minister, issues like air pollution to be discussed in the parliament as well. Whether that will happen or not, but remember, Vasudha, this first day would be also, in the backdrop of a mega win in the Bihar elections for the NDA. Certainly, the NDA leaders would be welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the parliament after that effective victory. How it will impact the entire session is something that would be very interesting.
Last monsoon session happened after the grand victories that NDA had in the states of Maharashtra, of course, Delhi and Haryana. And then this time it is a new NDA that's propelled by this victory in Bihar. It is an opposition that's equally aggressive because it has a new set of demands, and it feels that it's important to discuss the BLO deaths that have happened across the country on the issue of SIR. Aishwarya, stay with us. Let's also take our audience through all that is likely to happen today. Like my colleague has been pointing out, what is expected today is that the winter session of the Parliament is all set to begin. It's a 19-day session, only 15 sittings. It's a short duration, high-intensity session. There are about 14 bills that have been listed by the government, which also means that there could be something that could be brought in later. So far, the agenda seems to be largely aligned with the economic agenda, because there are bills with regard to taxation, central excise policy. There are also bills with regard to higher education and a couple of other things. We will take you through that in just a bit. Today, 3 important bills are listed. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is expected to introduce them, but the opposition yesterday in the all-party meeting has made it very clear that it will not let the Parliament function if its demand for a discussion on SIR is not met. The opposition wants the discussion on SIR to happen as soon as possible, while the government wants a discussion on Vande Mataram, the importance of Vande Mataram, the history of Vande Mataram. It's also been insisting on discussing this because, remember, Bihar elections are coming up. Both SIR and the issue of Vande Mataram are closely aligned with the upcoming Bihar polls. And apart from that, there's also that polarizing election in Tamil Nadu that's coming up. So DMK is expected to be equally aggressive. And SIR, the Special Intensive Revision of Electoral Rolls, that issue, and the deaths of BLOs, many of them expected to be suicides of BLOs who could not handle the pressure of the SIR exercise, is expected to dominate the opposition's agenda. Let's take you through some reactions that have come to us in the course of the last few hours.
नहीं, पार्लियामेंट नहीं चलेगा ऐसा किसी ने नहीं कहा, या चलने नहीं देंगे ऐसा भी किसी ने नहीं कहा। कुछ लोगों ने, कुछ नेताओं ने ये कहा कि SIR को लेकर के सदन में हंगामा कर सकता है, ये कहा है। मैंने पॉजिटिव तरीके से ये आपके सामने में आपके माध्यम से कह रहा हूं कि ऑपोजिशन का बात हम सुनने के लिए तैयार है। पार्लियामेंट में हर इशू का चर्चा करने का एक तरीका होता है, रूल होता है, कन्वेंशन होता है।
You may believe or disbelieve, that's a different thing. But it would be your body language, smiling faces. We spoke for 45 minutes. An election commissioner, chief election commissioner, spoke for 55 minutes. He did not give any answer to any of our questions. He was talking about the procedure. He was talking about the law. What is it? That we know everybody. Even my clerk. You know I am a lawyer. My clerk also knows that. What you are still.
So before the parliament session which comes up, government is accountable to parliament, is accountable to the people. Amra bolchi. Government, BJP will disrupt parliament, and when BJP disrupts parliament, then the government is not accountable to people. We as an opposition party want parliament to run because we want the government to be responsible to the people.
मैं मानता हूं विपक्ष एक बार फिर से गतिरोधक बनने का प्रयास करेगा। जिस तरीके से मॉनसून सत्र में बाधा डालने का प्रयास विपक्ष के द्वारा किया गया, उनके पास सिर्फ एक ही लक्ष्य अब रह गया है कि ना वो काम करेंगे ना किसी को काम करने देंगे। इसी भूमिका में विपक्ष बिहार में भी और यही भूमिका में केंद्र में भी विपक्ष ना काम करना है ना काम करने देना है। ये सोच गलत है विपक्ष की।
Well, stage is all set for the winter session of the Parliament to begin. Is it going to be a disruptive session or is it going to be productive? I'm joined by Pradeep Bhandari, who is the spokesperson of the BJP. We also have Ashpreet Khadial, who represents the Congress party. Thank you both of you for joining me on this broadcast. We also have my colleague Aishwarya, who's been tracking Parliament very closely. Pradeep, to you first. Clearly, this is a new NDA, energized by all the poll victories that have come your way this year. So clearly this year has been great for the BJP. But when it comes to the SIR exercise, Pradeep, the fact that several BLOs have lost their lives, many of them attributed to the pressure that was building on them because of the stress that SIR had associated with it. Do you think that the government should in some ways agree for a discussion on SIR, because there has been an impact, there's been an actual consequence on people's lives?
Well, Vasudha, you and I both are aware that under the Article 3 to 6 of the Indian Constitution, anything to do with the voter list is the domain of the Election Commission, and it is supervised by the Supreme Court of India. The Bharatiya Janata Party is not like the Congress government of the past, which used to interfere with the functioning of different democratic institutions. It is against the theory of separation of power. So the SIR is not the purview or the domain of the executive. It is the domain of the Election Commission, which is supervised by the Supreme Court of India, which, if you recall, made a very important observation that if an illegal infiltrator gets an Aadhaar card through local means, does it mean that it has to be given the voter card also? I believe that's a very candid observation by the Supreme Court, and the Parliament at this moment does not have the mandate to discuss what is there already sub judice under the Supreme Court. We want constructive dialogue and discussion on all issues which are under the domain of the Parliament. And I believe the people of India are very well aware that 2.5 lakh rupees of taxpayers' money goes every minute when the Parliament functions. So I appeal to my friend here from the Congress Party, leave petty politics aside, do not disrupt the Parliament, come and discuss each and every issue which is under the mandate of the Indian Parliament.
Right. Ashpreet Khadial, Pradeep is making an important point. The issue of infiltration is also in some ways politically associated with the issue of SIR, because the minute you say that we don't want an SIR, the BJP calls the Congress party pro-infiltrators, and that's not been productive, that's not been electorally positive for you, considering that you lost even the seats that you had in Simanchal. So clearly, is this the time for the Congress party to review its parliament strategy? In Bengal, you don't even have stakes. Why don't you just let the Parliament run and possibly look for issues at some other point?
Number one, this happens to be the shortest Parliament session in the history of India. And they happen to be passing 13 bills reportedly in 15 days. That means almost 1 day to one bill, which is the shortest possible span. I mean, why do they not want the accountability to be there, the transparency to be there? Why do they not want the people of India to understand what these bills are? And the Bharatiya Janata Party has a history of doing no debate and discussion, imposing their bills over the people of India. And number two, when they used to be in the opposition, they used to ask for longer sessions, more sessions. And ever since they formed government, the number of sessions have decreased, the number of days have decreased, less and less accountability on the part of the government. And what do we expect from them? The Prime Minister does no press conference in the last 11 years. There is zero accountability on his part. Zero accountability. Not a single press conference.
The BJP is saying that it is the opposition that is not letting the Parliament function. So even the existing few sessions have not really been productive. In fact, last winter session was probably one of the least productive in many years.
See, when the Bharatiya Janata Party's government would try to run away from questions, would try to run away from debates and discussions, especially over an issue like SIR, we want to ask them, what are you afraid of? What are you trying to hide? Why do you not want to have a debate and discussion over SIR? And one more thing, 10 bills have
Pradeep,
not been
are you
by the
running away
standing
from
committee.
discussion? Because that's a valid point. Why don't just have a discussion and clarify things that have been raised?
And 10 bills have not been sent to the standing committee. They have not been examined by
I'll answer.
They have not been
Okay,
examined.
Pradeep Bhandari, these are two important points. One, the alleged attack on democratic traditions, the fact that sessions are getting smaller than usual. And the other thing, that why are you running away? Because a discussion is not really going to, a discussion is only going to clarify all these doubts. And third important point is, of course, the fact that these bills, many of them have not really been the MPs and a lot of people as stakeholders do not really know what is in these bills. So enough time is not being given to people of this country to understand what is being passed by the Parliament. These allegations, how will you respond?
Well, if you recall, Vasudha, just to give you an example, when the opposition was asking for a discussion in the Prime Minister's reply on Manipur, when the Prime Minister started to speak on Manipur, you had the leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, on video instructing his members to go and stall and come to the well of the house, and then the opposition walked out. So the intention of the opposition is very clear. The lowest performing MP in terms of attendance in the Parliament is the Honorable LOP, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. So let's not go towards that tangent. Let me come to these facts which you pointed out on SIR. As I again reiterate, if there is a death of the BLO taking place, as the Election Commission they pointed out, It is under the jurisdiction of the state government. If it is happening in Bengal, it's for the Bengal government to respond. If it's happening in any other states, for that to respond. Law and order is not a state subject. Law and order is a state subject. It is not under the purview of the Indian Parliament. And particularly when a matter is
But
sub
you know,
judice.
several BLOs, many of them have also pointed out that there's been work in pressure. The centre, as the custodian of you know, we believe in federalism, the centre also has duty, responsibility on this. Why not just a discussion on the kind of deaths that have taken place? Isn't that a worrying aspect, Pradeep?
Vasudha, if you recall, yesterday only when the Election Commission wrote to the Trinamool Congress that why has it not increased the honorarium of the BLOs when the CEO of West Bengal was threatened.
Yeah.
I believe it's a matter of discussion in the wider public domain and in the respected state where it is. The parliament is for passing bills which are meant for public interest. Now the opposition needs to decide that does it want to disrupt the Indian parliament yet again, because it does not want discussion, because when there will be discussion, Congress party's negative politics will be exposed. We are willing to discuss each and every issue which is to do with the people of this country, each and every issue which is not sub judice. Now the SIR exercise at this moment is sub judice.
Absolutely. Pradeep Bhandari, you have a point here. I'll take Mr. Khadia's response in just a bit. Aishwarya is here with us. Aishwarya, help us understand, take us through everything that's expected today and give us a context to what really happened in the monsoon session that was also quite disruptive, and what is expected today and in the course of the next 15 days.
Well, Vasudha, two quick points. As far as the monsoon session of Parliament was concerned, it was the entire India bloc which united together. Both outside the Parliament and inside the Parliament, we saw protests taking place and the opposition parties demanding the discussion on the SIR, which the government stated that because Election Commission of India is not a party, and if the government permits to initiate the debate on the SIR, then who will respond on the behalf of Election Commission of India? It's an autonomous body, and government has no interference in the Election Commission of India. Now, yesterday in the all-party meeting, which was chaired by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, it was Samajwadi Party, Trinamool Congress, DMK, and the Congress Party who raised the issue of SIR. Later, Kiran Rijiju, Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister, stated that let's come to the Business Advisory Committee meeting and discuss about what we can sort it out, where we can make a consensus to have a healthier discussion. Perhaps the Congress suggested that let's not name it the discussion on SIR, perhaps discuss on electoral reforms in the Parliament, change the name. If you have so much ego that you do not want to discuss on SIR, let's discuss about electoral reforms, to which again the consensus was not made, because the government is yet to decide as to whether they want a discussion around it or not. The government clearly stating that they first want a day-long session on Vande Mataram as India is celebrating 150th anniversary, and when asked about the timings from the opposition that whether they are ready to have a discussion, they clearly have no answer to it, and again the consensus was not formed. So clearly it's going to be again a protest from the opposition parties, is what the sources clearly indicating from the first day itself of the winter session of Parliament.
Well, Aishwarya, I'm just reminded of that one session which started with the former Vice President's resignation on the first day of the Parliament, and the entire agenda, sort of changed. So what do we expect today? Will the Parliament actually run today, considering that there's an energized opposition, but there's also a very confident NDA? Parmeshwar will take us through all the political undertones, and also what really is on the platter here.
Thank you so much, as always, Vasudha.